is up, YouTube? Today, I got a Witch City Wicks haul. Yeah. Some of these are from this year, some are from a few years ago, and some of these are really old, you know. I actually have here one of the first Halloween candles that I ever bought in my life, and it was from Witch City Wicks. So, you could say they kind of played a part in getting me addicted to Halloween candles. So, yeah. But you know, in a couple of days, it's going to be October. It's crazy. You know, I always say it's coming, and now it's here. So, now that it's going to be October, we need you to chill a little bit, okay? Go a little slow. We need this month to last forever, or at least as long as it can. So, I didn't buy any candles this year from Witch City Wicks. Not yet, anyway. I missed their pre-order. I was going to pre-order some of their core Halloween line this year. I missed that pre-order, I believe, on the 13th of this month. You know, they kind of re-released their core Halloween and the 1031 collection. I haven't tried any of those either yet, but we'll go over these. I got some wax melts. Got a couple candles, you know, from previous years. But yeah, we'll go over at least the whole core Halloween collection for this year. I could have swore they used to have one called Fright Night, and I have that somewhere in my stash, but I can't find it. But oh well, it didn't release this year. So let's get into these. You may ask, you know, you yourself have a candle company, wax melt company. That's a video for a whole different video. But yeah, you know, you may ask why I would review another candle company's products, you know, especially like a small one that you may think I might be in competition with. No, it's no competition. Witch City Wicks is a way bigger company than mine. Not a big company by any means. I don't believe. But yeah, my company's so small, I wouldn't even really call it a business. You know, it's more like a hobby. You know, something to keep me busy. If I wasn't to sell anything this year, I mean, oh well, boo-hoo. I still have another job. I have a full-time job. This just takes up all my free time. So, Witch City Wicks, one of the companies that I really love, you know, as a small batch company. But anyways, we'll get into that. Maybe the first one we'll start with here is a Trick or Treat. This is the first year I have tried this one. I don't know how long this one's been coming out, to be honest with you. Do love that label. This one is from this year. I just got this in the other day. Again, first time buying this one. And this one is bubblegum, cinnamon, sugar cane, and vanilla. And that's right along the same lines as my Trick or Treat. And when I first smelled this, I was like, man, that is my Trick or Treat. They're very similar. Very, very similar. Kind of like a vintage Halloween candy blend. Mine, I believe, has a little less bubblegum than this one. This one's blended very, very nicely. All these are. You know, that's one thing that I do love about Witch City Wicks is, you know, they don't release a lot of scents, but the ones they do, they're blended very, very nice. Yeah, this one's like a vintage Halloween candy blend. Very, very similar to my Trick or Treat, which, by the way, is only releasing this year. That one won't be back next year. Theirs I don't know, maybe, probably, I don't know. But it's available right now. Yeah, not bad. If you like vintage Halloween candy, yeah, give this one a shot. I believe the wax melts are $8. The candles are somewhere around 18 to 20, somewhere around there for the single wick 7-8 ounce. I'm not sure what they're calling them, but yeah. Maybe I should have done some more research before I did this video. Oh well. Up next, we got Pumpkinhead. And again, this is the first year I have tried Pumpkinhead. Normally, most years, I won't spend a lot of money on Halloween scents that are just like gourmand, you know. I like more of the dark, spooky, woody, clove, you know, patchouli. Those are the scents I really like. Those are the ones that I associate with Halloween. I mean, yeah, pumpkin is Halloween, candy is Halloween, but I mean, what I really, really love are the dark and spooky ones. So that's one of the reasons I've never gotten this one before. But this one is fresh pumpkin, brown sugar, molasses, melted butter, vanilla, and caramel. Yeah, and that's probably one of the reasons I haven't ordered this one before. So, yeah, really good, like a butter pumpkin there. Butter pumpkin, maybe some brown sugar. Not overly sweet either. Kind of like a smooth, like a middle pumpkin. Not bad. Yeah, don't get a lot of spice either. You know, like pumpkin spice. Yeah. Almost like a pumpkin pie, yeah. Not bad. Not bad. This one's kind of deep. Yeah. Not bad at all. That one blended nice. Again, I could say that about all these, I suppose. Up next, Poison Apple. Now, this is not the first year I've smelled this one. I've had this one in candle form before, and couldn't find it. I may have burned that one. So this one is fresh apples, cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, orange, and cedarwood. Yeah. So some of my favorite scent notes ever is apple, clove, cedarwood, you know, patchouli, smoke. So yeah, this has at least 3 of my favorite scent notes of all time. So, high hopes. Yeah, it's not the apple I was expecting. This apple is more like it comes off like a baked apple, you know, maybe like a stewed apple or something. Yeah, you get the little bit of spices. I guess that orange kind of lifts it up a little bit, and a little bit of cedarwood. Just a little woodsy. What if that's loud on the mic? Yeah, not bad. Just a little bit on the dark side. Maybe just enough to call it like a poison apple. Yeah, and it's probably the cedarwood that does it, because nothing else in there really sounds too spooky. So, oh, moving on. Oh yeah, by the way, there's 5 scents in their core Halloween line. It's Trick or Treat, Pumpkinhead, Poison Apple, Sleepy Hollow, and All Hallows Eve. So, it was really hard for me to choose my favorite, you know, out of these last 2. Some years I like one of them a little bit more than the other, and some years I like the other one. This year, I think all Hallows Eve is going to be my favorite. So we'll move on to Sleepy Hollow. Now, I do have an older candle here. I believe I got this one from Shane. Not sure. Yeah. But I did get, I don't know if it was last year or the year before. I got the wax melts as well. Because I didn't want to burn the candle, so I got some wax melts. All right, so Sleepy Hollow is pumpkin pie, fresh apples, and rich autumn spices. Doesn't sound too complex on, on paper, but this one is amazing. Yeah, so right off the top, I get smoke. It's not in the scent notes. I don't believe it. Do get a nice pumpkin. Smoky pumpkin. And when they say rich autumn spices, that makes sense because it's like a deep, dark autumn spice. Probably some kind of clove. But that is a really, really good smoky pumpkin. Really good. Yeah. So some years, this is my favorite scent from them. And then some years it's the next one. Most of the time it's all Hallows Eve though. That one has a special place in my heart. But yeah, Sleepy Hollow, that one is really good. I have never burned the candle in Sleepy Hollow, but I have melted the wax melts. And that one, it performs well. It does. In the wax melt form. All right. So before I go on to my favorite one, I got a couple of bonuses here. This one is not in the Halloween line, but it was online this year. And the scent notes sounded intriguing, so I gave it a shot. This one is called Ceremony. And this one has got a lot of notes, so stand by. We got warm sandalwood, musk, amber, cedar, clover, lavender, yeah, fennel, ginger, and cardamom. All right, so in the future, I may not buy anything that has lavender. I just don't like lavender. I don't really pick it up in here though, so got lucky this time. All right, so that's a good sandalwood. It is. And it doesn't go like cologne or body care. Warm sandalwood, yeah. Musky amber. And all those other notes are just kind of like, I don't know, just to heighten it a little bit. What I really get is like a warm sandalwood, musky amber. The other notes are probably just like little accents, just blended perfectly, which it is. Yeah, it's a really good sandalwood. Ceremony. Could be Halloween scent, possibly. And it's hard to talk about Witch City Wicks without mentioning Holy Ground. Yeah, this one is amazing. If you never tried Holy Ground, it's like a dirt scent, but it's a little bit more than that. This one is wet dirt and antique sandalwood. No, there's a lot more going on than just dirt and sandalwood. I get like a bright dirt, like potting soil, just a little bit, but it's like bright, and I don't know if it's the sandalwood, but I think there's some incense in here as well. Maybe like a subtle frankincense, maybe. Or maybe just the way they blend together makes my nose think of that. But yeah, it's got a little bit of like an incense note to it. And yeah, it's a really good dirt scent. Really, really good. Yeah, definitely one of my favorites. This one, Sleepy Hollow and All Hallows Eve. Yeah, if you're going to get anything from them, I would definitely try those three. Moving on to the last one, and my favorite, All Hallows Eve. And I don't have a wax melt or a new candle recently. I believe this one I got like 4 years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. This is my favorite label. I've been trying to find another one with this label. I love that. This one is earthy patchouli, smoky cloves, and Macintosh apple. Yeah, and those are three of my favorite scents of all time, and they're all in one candle. So yeah, this one is kind of similar to my Samhain. If you've ever tried my Samhain, you'll probably love All Hallows Eve. Especially since I can't get my damn candles to perform the way that I want because I'm a perfectionist. So if you like my Samhain and you want it in a candle, then get All Hallows Eve from Witch City Wicks. It's similar. It's in the same family, I would say. Yeah, so that brings back a lot of memories because this is probably one of the first small batch Halloween candles I've ever bought in my life. And I didn't know at the time, but it's it's probably one of the greatest small batch candles of all time, in my opinion. Yeah, patchouli, smoky clove, and Macintosh apple. Yeah, so it's like, it's bright and dark at the same time, which kind of gives it like a medicinal undertone, just the way the patchouli and the apple blends together. Not too smoky. I'd say my Samhain is a little smokier than this. And then I have orange clove in mine instead of smoky clove. But then I add some smoke to it there at the end. But similar, very similar. I didn't have any of my Samhain wax melts. I gotta make some more. But I do have one of my Samhain candles from last year. Now, if you miss my candles, look away. I still have a few that I saved from last year. I just wasn't thrilled with the throw, with all the soy. Love the wood wicks, but they're picky. The wood wicks, they just, you gotta stay on top of them. You gotta trim them perfectly. If you overdo it, the candle might be a little weak. If you don't trim them, could get a little warm. So, yeah. Yeah, mine's a little brighter. Mine is a little brighter. It's probably the orange clove that does that. But yeah, very similar. Very, very similar. Yeah, this one is a little darker. Mine's a little brighter. But yeah, the way this one blends together, the apple, the patchouli, and the clove, it's like they were meant to be together. And this one is phenomenal. Now, the reason I'm looking for another one with this label is because I burned this one. Yeah, I gave this one one burn the year I bought it on Halloween night. Now, the throw is going to be very subjective on these single wick small candles. I haven't tried any of their 2 wicks yet, but I mean, what do you honestly expect from a small 7-8 ounce candle with a 2.5-inch mount pull? Yeah, if you have an open concept living room, you know, is one of these gonna fill it? You know, probably not. It's really gonna depend on the size of your room, you know, the height of the ceiling, your airflow, you know, and like how sensitive your sniffer is. I've put candles like in the side of my room, and it's hard to get a good, you know, whiff of it. You know, if I put it in the middle of the room where the ceiling fan kind of circulates on a low speed, I tend to get better, you know, scent throw. In my living room, that's got high ceilings. I have to have the ceiling fan on to kind of circulate just a little bit. I mean, you don't want a ceiling fan on like high speed, because then it's going to blow the wind around, and then your wick's going to start jumping around, then you'll get soot, and yeah, it's just not good for candles. But a little bit, just a little bit of airflow, and it'll make a huge difference. So if you're burning a small candle, move it around a little bit, you know, try in different areas of your room. This one, it was decent. It was decent when I burned it, but I burned it in a small room when I burned it. I mean, this is one where you could have like on your desk, you know, say you're working on something, and you know, you got it a few feet away from you. Yeah, nice little spooky ambiance, you know, while you're working on whatever you're working on. But yeah, don't want to get into scent throw too much, especially with small candles. It really depends on the scents that are in it, you know. Like, for instance, my Summer Witch, that sucker is a thrower, you know. One of these could fill your open concepts with it. My Samhain, those notes really aren't throwers, you know. The apple is, well, it can be, but patchouli and clove is normally not a throwing scent, you know. It's kind of like a medium throw at best. But yeah, man, I'm starting to ramble here, get off on a tangent. But yeah, passionate about Halloween candles. But yeah, all these are available right now. If you search around, they got some codes, you know. Shipping's a little high, but they do package them nice. You know, they got nice boxes, you know, that got their name on them, and cards, and sometimes they put matches and whatnot in there. All that costs money, so I get that. Shipping, these took a little bit longer than normal, but I mean, you'll get these quicker than Kringle or Goose Creek most of the time. So yeah, still all available at the moment. So if any of these sound good, go check them out. Look for a code. And there's nothing wrong with supporting small businesses, especially ones that can blend the way these are blended. These are amazing. Honestly, probably one of the companies that kind of turned me on to like starting my own company. But yeah. Anyways, I am done rambling for the day. Thanks for watching.